What is up, guys? It is Stu. It is another episode of the What the Fuck Gym Talk podcast. It is okay to suck. It's okay to suck. In fact, I can absolutely guarantee you fucking suck at something or multiple things within your business. However, there is this thing out there with entrepreneurs. And again, entrepreneurs are being entrepreneurial is something that it wasn't in vogue when I'm an elder millennial, right? Was born in 1985. I never heard anyone using the word entrepreneur outside of a few choice books I had to read in grade school. And even in college, I took one business class. It was like a marketing, it was a fuck off, show up on syllabus day, midterm and final. I never heard anyone ever talk about wanting to be an entrepreneur. I swear it wasn't until the Gary V's and when tech startups got really popular that term became sexy. But now everybody wants to own their own business because they can, because of this beautiful thing called the internet and social media. But for gym owners specifically, this thing of I own my gym, I own a gym, I own my own business, it comes with this kind of ego that you think you should have it all figured out. When you tell someone I own my own business, it's like you think the other person assumes, oh, well, my God, he owns his own business. He must fucking know everything about business. He knows how to attract, how to convert, how to deliver, how to collect, how to connect. He knows how to do it all. And you don't. You literally know one of those, literally one of them. And again, for those of you that are not familiar with the podcast and some of the content I put out, there are 5 functions to owning a gym. You have to attract, market, you have to convert, sell, you have to deliver, which is the service you provide. You have to collect productivity from your employees and efficiency from your systems, and you have to connect, which is a retention mechanism. You have to do those 5 things. I promise you suck at it, probably guaranteed 2, but more likely 3 at least of those, if not more. Delivery, the coaching, right? The service you provided might be the only thing you don't actually suck at. And today I'm here to tell you why sucking is okay, and then kind of the stages of sucking. And you can see kind of where you are at in the stages of sucking. Now, the reason sucking is okay is because you have to suck before you can get good. But if you're afraid to suck, you won't do the things that you suck at. And that's the fucking truth. Things that we suck at, we generally don't want to do, especially, things that we have to do at a high volume. If you suck at numbers and financials and spreadsheets, you will not do your bookkeeping. You will not look at the numbers in the business, and the numbers in the business will crater. They will go south. It'll be a very weak part of your business. And if that's the numbers in the business aren't working, you won't have a business for much longer. If you're not great at the marketing, right, the attracting side of the business, then you won't practice writing copy and figuring out what kind of images work and what kind of reels work and what local businesses to partner with. If you suck at those things, you will have less of a propensity to do it. And then you'll be like, well, I'll focus my efforts on programming, or I'll focus my efforts on membership events, or I'll focus my efforts on these other things that I don't suck at. And those things do not move the fucking needle. You have to acknowledge the stuff you suck at and be proud of it. It's okay to suck. It is okay to suck. Right now, I am, how many years removed? High school and early college, I played guitar, right? And I haven't touched a fucking guitar since then. Okay, so maybe the last time I picked up a fucking guitar was 2006, right? 2006, no, that's a lot. 2006, I graduated college in 2009. So yeah, around 2006, 2005. It is 2024, and I just picked the guitar back up. Guess what? I suck. And I'm practicing 2 hours a day. And I've been doing this for maybe about 60 days now. I still suck, and I plan to suck until probably about 16 to 18 months in. Then I'll be able to move on, and I'll show you the stages of sucking. But it's okay to suck. And if you embrace the fact hey, it's cool to suck. I don't mind that I suck. I have to suck in order to not suck. To be great at something, I have to endure a lot of sucking. And as long as you can accept that, you no longer get embarrassed by it. You no longer are afraid to ask for help. The amount of people that suck at financials and don't hire a bookkeeper for $200 a month blow me away, right? Or the people that never hire a financial planner. I was this person. I didn't hire a financial planner for the longest time when I started my business because I thought you had to have a ton of money to hire a financial planner. And when I saw how much the money would cost, like, oh my God, it's going to cost $350 a month for someone to help manage my money plus a percent of what I accumulate in my wealth over time, I didn't want to do it. I was embarrassed. They were going to be like laughing, like, hey, you don't have enough money. You don't have $500,000 in the bank. Get out of here, you fucking peasant. I was so embarrassed because I sucked at accumulating money early on. So I never went and saw that person. I never, studied how to create wealth. I never did any of those things. It wasn't until I finally realized, oh, yeah, I only have a little bit of money right now, but I also just started. I just started a business. I'm not supposed to have a ton of money. So why don't I just start looking at this now and then educating myself on it? And then as soon as I can afford it, hire somebody who can tell me how I suck and how I can suck less. And then I eventually get educated through a proxy, through an advisor, a financial advisor in this example, and I suck less, like people do with business coaching or like your clients do with you as a fitness coach. So if you're watching this on the Spotifys or the YouTubes, you're going to get a visual here. If not, just listen along. All right, it is okay to suck. And here are the stages of sucking that you have to go through. And I want you to identify which one of these you're at, and we'll talk about it. So stage number 1. That's this. This is unconscious incompetence. Now, if you look these up, I forget the name of the guy who came up with this exact system. Unconscious incompetence, the fucking words are too hard to say. So at stage 1, the unconscious, you're unconsciously aware that you're incompetent. We're just going to call that, I don't even know I suck, right? You suck and you don't even know it yet. This is the gym owner who's like, oh my God, I'm so good at fucking I'm really good at like my product and my service. I really understand what I'm doing here. And like, I know what makes me unique in the market. Cool. Can you tell me what makes you unique in the market in one sentence? It can be as long of a sentence as you want, but it's got to be one solid sentence, start to finish. And then so we have this community and like my workouts are better than everyone else's. And like, we really understand how to like change people's lives. And by the time they don't even finish the sentence, like, yeah, okay, I don't actually fully understand like what it is we're doing that's different than everyone else. Or when I ask someone about their core customer, oh yeah, I got this. So my core customer is 35 years old to 60 years old. And, some of them are, have families and most of them have jobs. You just describe fucking everybody. So you don't truly understand who your core customer is because core customers are problem sets. They're not demographics. Oh, well, like our people, I get that. No, our people, they want to lose some weight. They want to be fitter. Cool. You just described everyone once again. So can we just say that you suck at understanding your core customer? And it's okay. Like sucking it's not a negative word. It's like when I call people overly fat. In my regular day to day and on this podcast, I have referenced people that are overly fat. Like I cannot, you want me to go off in public and fucking just rip your fucking asshole through your mouth? Tell me that fat is a bad word and I can't call someone fat. I think it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Everybody is fat. All of us have fat. Some of us have less fat than others, and some of us are overly fat to a health detriment. But I'm told that I can't say fat because it hurts people's feelings. Just like this word suck. You tell, dude, you suck at that. Dude, don't say that. That hurts. I remember being told as a kid, I couldn't tell my sister she sucked at stuff. My mom would be like, that's a bad word. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, Susan. You literally just used the word cunt 4 times in the past sentence. And you literally swear every other word. You're going to tell me I can't say the word suck. Get the fuck out of here. Suck is not a bad word. And it's not an insult to tell someone they suck. We need to we need to bring suck back, or we need to desensitize people to the word suck. Like, it's okay to suck. So unconscious incompetence, stage 1, you suck and you don't even know it. You are unaware of it. Then you run into a piece of content. You read a book, you meet a fucking guru, you take a class, you go to a seminar, and you realize now you're at stage 2. Stage 2 is, okay, I know I suck. It's conscious incompetence. I am aware that I'm incompetent. You know you suck, and you're now working on moving in the direction of sucking less. Because now that you're aware of the problem, You know I need to start taking incremental steps. And it could be literally Googling how to suck less at editing my reels for my gym. It could be is how to create a drip campaign. What's a CRM? I mean, those are all stages of sucking less. Okay? So stage 2, you know you suck. But now that you know you suck, you are actively working on sucking less. You're moving in the right direction. You then eventually get here to stage 3, conscious competence. Or you now suck a lot less, but it's still not like second nature. You definitely suck less than you did in stage 1, where you didn't even know you sucked. And you suck a lot less than in stage 2, where you realized you suck. And you're like, okay, I need to find some resources, people, books, education, so I can suck less at this thing. And now you suck less. You actually have acquired skills. You have more skills than you did before. Things are easier to you than they were before. Right? For anyone playing guitar, like you're able to, form a C chord without leading with your ring finger first, and then your middle finger, and then your pointer, right? You like all the fingers land on the fretboard at the same exact time. You can bar a chord. None of this is gonna make sense to you. You can do bar chords without fucking having, taken fucking 30 seconds to form the chord, right? Your fingertips don't hurt anymore because you have calluses on them. All you guys can take an example to the fucking fitness realm, whatever. Now at stage 3, you suck a lot less. You still kind of suck. You're not great at it, and it's not second nature. It still needs more work. And this is now probably the biggest gap. Like, so when we think about, now I'll show you in a different picture here in a second, but like when we think about like the duration of time between these stages, we'll have a real quick stage from stage 1 to stage 2. And then stage 2 is longer. And then like getting from stage 3 to here, stage 4 is probably the longest. And stage 4 is unconscious competence. You no longer suck. You unconsciously are competent of the skill that you sucked at originally. You can do it without thinking, right? Like, any of you guys who are really bad at math, and that was me. And if you force yourself to not use calculators, and I'm still guilty of this. I use this giant fucking calculator all the time. But in seasons in which I force myself to do the math in my head, I get better at math. Weird, how that's fucking insane, right? What a crazy topic. But unconscious competence means you no longer suck. It is now second nature for you to access that skill set. Going back to my guitar example, you can fucking form these chords and do it blindfolded, whatever, in crazy different transitions. It doesn't fucking matter. You now have achieved what you set out to in the beginning. You no longer suck at this. And for another visual here, all right, take a look at this little chart here, all right? I'm going to try to zoom in here for those of you guys on the vids, all right? So at the very bottom, I didn't even know I sucked. That stage 1, getting here to stage 2, this is generally a relatively quick jump. Acknowledgement of your sucking happens pretty easy. A lot of you guys do this when you go to business seminars. You're sitting around a couple owners and you're like, yeah, I know my shit. I'm a good owner. Like I can learn some things, and then you hear some really smart people talk and you're like, holy fuck, I don't know shit about fuck. I don't know anything. Like these dudes are on a way different level than I am. That is a very quick jump from you to go, I didn't even know I sucked, to I definitely suck, but I'm improving. I'm here at this seminar. I'm signing up for business coaching. I'm reading this book. I'm going to, subscribe to that podcast, and I'm going to start sucking less because I'm going to get myself educated on it. All right. Now, from stage 2 to stage 3, this is going to take a lot longer. This timeline here, going from I definitely suck, but I'm improving, to I suck less. You'll get beginner gains just like your clients do, right? Every trainer is the best trainer for the first 6 months to a year. Like, I get my clients amazing transformations. No, dick face. Your client was fucking 280 pounds overweight, and you fucking help them lose 50 pounds. That's pebbles off a mountain. right? They literally could have been they could have joined a fuck club and gone out every night humping strangers in a strange Motel 8 on a backcountry road, dressed up in furry costumes, and could have lost that fucking weight, right? Like it didn't take your miracle programming to get someone from 280 down to 230, right? When they're 200 pounds overweight. That doesn't take an incredible trainer. Those are beginner gains. And everybody has them in skill acquisition. We all jump levels very quickly in the beginning. But to ascend to the higher levels takes time, and it takes volume and volume and volume and volume and volume and volume. Reps and reps and reps and reps and reps. Like you have to do the same thing over and over and over and over. The amount of my neighbors, they moved out recently. I'm in a townhouse. I swear to Christ, it's because they heard me playing Everlong by the Foo Fighters 1,100 times a day, trying to get that fucking opening acoustic riff down that Dave Grohl plays. If any of you guys are Foo Fighter fans, it's fucking tricky. It's not an easy riff to get when you suck at guitar, but I had to do it 11,000 times in order to suck less. And I still suck at it. I just suck less. So getting to suck less, it takes time, especially in the later stages, but to get to stage 4, the I don't suck phase, it can take years for some skills. For most things in business, I believe it generally takes a dedication of a year to really hone in a business skill and try things out. And like, let's go to Attract, which is the marketing side of the business. You have to spend money on ads maybe. You have to, get different photographers or videographers, or you have to learn how to make the reels yourself and take the photos yourself. You have to educate yourself with copywriting or hire a copywriting service. You have to work on what landing pages, these are skills you have to acquire. Now, for everything here, I'm not talking about outsourcing. There are some people like, I suck, and I'm okay with sucking. I never want to not suck at this. I want to always suck at this. This is not a skill I wish to acquire. Everything I'm talking about today is only for skills you wish to acquire, abilities you wish to gain. If you don't wish to gain it, you outsource it. Like, I don't want to suck less at understanding the IRS tax code, so I have a CPA. I don't want to suck less at QuickBooks, so I have a bookkeeper. If I wanted to suck less of those things, I wouldn't have outsourced it. I would have taken myself through these 4 stages. All right, so just understand the difference. But the long and short of it, kids, the long and short of it, if we kind of summarize this podcast here, it is okay to suck. You need to suck in order not to suck, but you have to be okay with sucking. And you got to look at, hey, dude, I suck at this. And not feel negative or not like judge yourself. Be like, well, I'm an entrepreneur. I own my own business. I should fucking know everything. Fuck off. Steve Jobs got fired from his own company in the fucking 80s, right? He sucked. He got fired. He developed more skills, and then they brought him back and he did what he did. Like, it's okay to suck. It's okay to suck. And the faster you embrace it, the quicker you can get on with not sucking. The biggest area you guys are going to have is the ego in stage 1 to go to stage 2 of, hey, I know I suck, but now I'm going to start improving, because most of us, we don't really dedicate the time needed, and we underestimate how much time really goes into something to get really good at it. I had someone come to me one time. I just hosted in 2019 it was essentially a kind of like a rebranding summit for gym owners. It was awesome. It was called the Self-Made Summit. A bunch of people came out and spoke. We had over 100 gym owners come from all over the world. It was a lot of fun. And I had someone come up to me and say, hey, I'm actually, I'm offering rebranding services, and I'd love to be a sponsor at this thing. And, we had sponsorships. I think they were like $3,500 or $4,000 at the time. And we had a bunch of sponsors there. And I had this guy reach out to me because he saw me talking about the Self-Made Summit and what it was about. He wanted to be a sponsor and obviously try to generate business. And I was like, cool. So you just do rebrands? I'm like, cool. Like, how long have you been doing it? And he's like, well, I owned a gym and then I rebranded it 18 months ago. I'm like, whoa, you just rebranded your own gym 18 months ago? He's like, yeah. I'm like, cool. How many brands have you rebranded before that? Well, that was my first one. So this is like one of these guys who had done something one time And it's not even how the amount of times he did it. I think having reps in certain things, like for something like that, rebranding, you're going to want to rebrand. Like at this point, I've probably rebranded 35 to 50 gyms in my career. And when I say rebrand, I'm not doing the digital design. I mean, like taking it from one model to another. He had not taken the second stage where he said, like, I definitely suck less, but I need to work more. Like, he just thought because he did it one time, he instantly went to stage 4. I don't suck at it and I can charge for this. And a lot of us do that. We really think that like us doing something one fucking time makes us accelerate the stage 4. Like when I opened the gym real estate company, I had only ever owned my own. So, but the gym real estate company is not about owning the building, right? I'd only gone through the purchase of buying a building one time personally. However, at the time I had opened the gym real estate company, I had worked on over 25 different leases for clients unofficially. Like just as their business consultant, I was doing all this work that I do now with the gym real estate company. I just didn't call it the gym real estate company. It was just part of my consulting. I'd done 25 different leases, different negotiations, different TI negotiations, different pro formas, talking with construction and MEP engineers, doing OpCap analysis, all of that. I'd done it 25 fucking times at that point. So when I opened the gym real estate company, I sucked less than I did in the beginning. I wouldn't say I'm a master at it. There's definitely people out there that have done commercial real estate way longer than I have. But now, today, I don't know, we're probably cresting like 75 of these I've done now total. So it's getting to the point now where you start realizing, fuck, like even after doing 75 of these, I still kind of suck. Like I'm not awesome. I'm not the best. I'm not a master. I don't have, unconscious competence, but I'm fucking getting there. And that's where we need to, like, I always am going to assume I suck. Like, I think I'll never give myself the credit of being at stage 4, right? Unconscious competence. Like, there's some shit I know that I can do at the top of my dome, like these fucking podcasts and business consulting and certain things. And then there's elements of that podcasting. And, like, you want to fuck me up on a podcast? Have me talk to 2 people at once. I suck at talking to 2 people at once. Watch any of the fucking podcasts I've done where I've talked to 2 people at once. I do a dog shit job, in my opinion. Because I've done very few of those. Generally doing monologues where I talk at you, I talk here one to many, or I talk with somebody one-on-one. But it's okay. Like I don't think I'm ever gonna give myself the credit to get that I've hit stage 4. I think I'll always perpetually be in stage 3. I still suck, right? But I suck less, and I'm continuously working to sucking less and less and less. And hopefully you can pick up on that and embody that as well. Until I talk to you fuckers in the next podcast, have a great fucking day.